Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and like and subscribe. Subscribe and like. It doesn't matter which one you do, as long as you tap that notification button so you'll be notified whenever I post a video. If you're an old head, what's up family? You already know what we do here. So let's go on and get into the video, shall we? Quarantine and bored, quarantine and bored, quarantine and bored. So we're gonna do a Q&A with me today. No, just kidding. I'm playing with y'all. Don't hold me to that because I'm not a rapper. So don't trash me. Don't trash me. Don't do that. But no. So today is a question and answer video, and I've been meaning to do this for a while because I asked you guys like a couple of weeks ago a Q&A. And I got a great response out of you guys. It's just so much stuff happened, and I decided to do another video in place of this video. So I'm finally answering you all's questions, and I got quite a few. So I'm going to answer them the best way that I can answer them for you all, because you guys are the most important. All right, so you guys asked me quite a few questions, so I'm answering them off of my tablet, because I didn't feel like holding my phone. I didn't feel like doing it. So I'm going to answer it off the tablet. So let's get into it. So the first question that I see here is, how old are you and when is your birthday? So I am 22. I'm a December baby. I was born December 4th, 1997. Did I just say I was 20? I'm 22. I'm 22. I am not 20. I keep telling people that, and I don't know why. Like, one time somebody asked me, and I told them that I was 16. And then I snapped back and was like, I'm not 16, I'm 20. So I'll be all over the place. So I am 22. Next question is, what are good curly products that you use? Right now, what's working best for me is Miele. Is it Miele or Miele? I think it's Miele. I don't know why I keep saying Miele, but it's Miele. I use Miele. It's good for type 4 hair, which is 4C. I love the smell. It smells very fruity, which I like fruity products. And I don't know. It's thick for my hair. My hair likes thick products. So that hairline is really, really good. I like Miele. I like Pantene. I sometimes like Tresemme, and I like the Moroccan line. And what else have I used? And the Main Choice. The Main Choice is a really good line too. Those are my top products that I always rotate between. I don't use Cantu anymore because ever since I stopped like transitioning, like once the perm was out of my hair, like Cantu did not work for me anymore. And Shea Moisture doesn't really work for me anymore. Like some products are Shea Moisture, but I transitioned from Shea Moisture. So those are probably my top products that I use. Let's see. What song could I play on repeat? I would play Happy by Monday. I think that's how you say her name. Her new album called Exit is really, really good. I could play that song on repeat, doing my hair over and over again. And I don't know, I just really I like energetic songs. It's not too many Christian artists out there that I would say that I could just play their song on repeat. There are some people who are just like, okay, I'm done. I don't want to hear your song anymore. But her music, it's very up to date, and her album is the perfect album to play while you're driving. I would say her album is really, really nice, and some of her other songs are really, 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 really good. Let's see. Ooh, okay. This question says, is it right for parents to disown their kids because they're gay? So I know this is a really touchy subject, and I say Is it right for them to disown them? No. At the end of the day, that's your child. Do you agree with their decisions? No. If you compare it to the Bible, it's not the right decision, no. I'm gonna go with that answer, no. And I always say this because at the end of the day, you're a witness for people. You're a living witness. And you hate the spirit, but you love the person. So though you disagree, your love for them should not change. Number one, because that's your child. You gave birth to that person. So you love them no matter what. No matter what. And I tell this people all the time because I do know some people who are gay, who are lesbian, who are transsexual. And despite my disagreements with that, that does not mean that I hate them. I just disagree with the lifestyle. So the love should not change despite them making that decision. So I hope that answered your question from my perspective, in my opinion. What is your favorite color? Blue. That's my favorite color. Like, I started off with the typical pink. I mean, every girl does, and then I branched off, and I definitely love the color blue. Like, when I actually get a house, like, I'll probably need a room that's blue because I just love the color. Absolutely love it. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, I have a boyfriend. Okay. How does long distance work for you? It works. It's working. Not saying that it's perfect. There's ups and downs, but it's something. It is definitely, it's not my first time being in a long distance relationship, but it goes. I mean, the thing about long distance relationships that people don't understand is the biggest thing is communication. If you don't have communication, long distance is not going to work. For me, it works because the communication is good. So if you don't have good communication, then I'm sorry, you're more likely going to have a whole lot of issues. And for me, though it's long distance, it's not that big of a long distance. It's just a 4-hour difference. But that's gonna change soon because I'm getting ready to go to school up there. So be closer to my baby boo. What do you study in school? I study child psychology at an HBC, almost at my school. I'm not ready to share my location with y'all, but I study child psychology at an HBC. What is a new channel that you would suggest? Okay. So I have this brother in Christ that I'm in the same church organization with, and his name is Adam Henderson. I'll link it up here for you all. His new channel is really cool. It's really informative. He had a lot of like health tips on there for you all. If you guys want to go vegetarian, he got that on for y'all. If you guys want to know how to make bacon carrots, his wife will show y'all that. So you guys should definitely go check out that channel. That is a really good channel. I've checked out some of his content. He's a new YouTuber, so y'all go ahead and subscribe to his channel. Give him some support. You know what I'm saying? All right, give him some support. Go click this link up here and give him some likes. Okay? Okay. How long have you been in a relationship? It hasn't been quite a year yet. We're going into 7 months in a couple of weeks. We've been dating for 6 months. More than 100 days, I can tell y'all that. This one says, what state are you from? I'm from Virginia. What is the most embarrassing thing that happened to you? Okay, I'm gonna give y'all 2. So the most embarrassing thing, number 1, that's happened to me is that one time in high school, the bell had rang. The bell had rang, and I was like rushing to class. Like, I was talking to my friends, and like it was a very short bell, so I was like, I gotta go. So I start rushing across the hallway, and I was holding on to my backpack, and I was going, y'all. I was going. And all of a sudden, like, I felt this like tug on me. I'm like, what's going on? So I looked down, and somehow, I do not know how, do not ask me, my friends and I still laugh about this today, my belt got hooked into a little nerdy kid in front of me backpack. So like the little silver piece on the belt, the latch, got stuck in the net of his book bag. So I guess he was like speed walking, because he's like, this person behind me is like walking really, really close to me. And like he was speed walking. I'm over here like trying to tug my belt to get my belt off his book bag. And it was so embarrassing because people, I don't know what was going through people's mind when they saw me like walking behind this kid, like trying to tug myself to get off his backpack. And it was so weird. And to this day, I cannot tell you how that happened. Like, it's not like I just had my latch open. It was like, get hooked in his book bag. Like, we going fishing in his book bag. Like, I don't know how it happened. And it was so embarrassing because it happened in front of like a bunch of guys too. So I was like, I can't win. I cannot win at all. Like, it was so embarrassing. The second most embarrassing moments when I was younger was, there was a day when my godmother, my godfather, so my uncle Ivan and my aunt LaDonna and their family came to stay with us for a couple of days during the summer. And at that time I was like young, so I was still at the age where I was still going to go slip in the bed with my parents late at night and go sleep in the bed with them. So I got up in the middle of the night and I went to my parents' room and I like knocked on the door and the door opened, like nobody said anything. And I walked in and I slipped in the bed, and the woman, which I thought was my mother, got in the bed. And I was laying in bed and then all of a sudden I started hearing snoring and I opened my eyes. I was like, that's not my dad's snore. And I looked over to the other side and I was like, that's not the size of my mother. So I just nicely just slipped on under the covers and slipped on out the bed. Like maybe like 20 minutes after the fact that I had laid there and recognized that it wasn't my parents. And I left the room and I walked around the house, mommy, daddy, mommy, daddy. And like I walked all over the house. The only place that I didn't walk was to the basement, which is where they were. But I was so sad because it's just like, that was awkward. Like, I'm close to them, but I wasn't close to them enough to like, hey, let me go lay in the bed with them like you all my parents. If my Aunt LaDonna and Uncle Ivan is watching this, they're probably laughing. I don't know if they even remember this. But that was so weird. It was a fun experience, though. What do you want to do with your career? I want to become a psychologist, number one. So after I get my doctorate degree, I'm going to become a psychologist. And then I want to start my own mentorship for African-American adolescents. I just really want to work with children. That's the main thing, though. What's your biggest pet peeve? Recently, my biggest pet peeve is people who are coming out the woodworks asking me like questions and like advice on what to do with their YouTube channel. And it kind of annoys me because it's like 4 or 5 questions back to back in a row at different times throughout the day is really annoying, because when I think about it, it's like I didn't ask anybody questions. Like I really wanted it. So I did the research. I went on YouTube and typed in what I wanted to do, how to do it. And I actually put in that work. I made notes. I have like notebooks full of notes on when I was first really starting. And so now when I feel like I'm getting a little bit more clout, people are coming out the woodworks asking me questions. And it's kind of like, okay, I don't mind helping you, but I'm not going to, baby walk you. I'm not going to hold your hand through it all. There's this thing called Google and there's this thing called YouTube search. How many kids do you want? At the max, I want 3. At the minimum, I want 2. So I don't want a big house full of kids because then I'll be outnumbered. But I want a nice little number. Next question is, I know who this is from. Why did you unfollow your friend? I unfollowed them because, number one, we're still friends. Like, there was no issue. I just unfollowed them off of my business page because my thing is, I don't want to follow people who aren't supporting me. Like, I want to follow back people who are actually following me and actually supporting me. My personal page, that's something different. Sometimes I unfollow people because I realize that I'm following people who I personally know, but all of a sudden they're not following me anymore. So I have like sat down and legit gone in and drastically like unfollowed people. I'm in the spirit recently of like, you support me, I support you. You go 100 for me, I'll go 100 for you, but I'm not gonna go 100 and you go 0. I just, that's not how the business world works. It's a give and take relationship. You support me, I support you, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real. I realized that, when I first started out trying to put my, I have a business, trying to put my business out there and asking people for support. And they don't know that there's such thing as analytics, that you can see who actually, you know, supports and shares your stuff. And I can see people who see my stuff and they don't support or they don't share, which it doesn't hurt my feeling. But I was like, okay, that's fine. It's cool. But all of a sudden, when people start their own businesses, when they start their t-shirt companies, where they start their hair product stuff, and I've seen people start a devotion group and they want me to support it and share it or talk about it on my YouTube channel, and they send me messages to share or join. I'm just like, weren't you the same person who opened my message and didn't respond at all? Or the same person who deleted it? But now you want my support? It don't work like that. And I don't work like that. Like, maybe other people do. They're like, I'm just going to be nice. I'm just do it anyway since it didn't do for me. That's not me. I'm definitely for the support. Support me, support you, support you, support me. If you're not going to do that, then we have no business being partners and sharing each other's stuff. And it's no harsh feelings towards it, but it's just business. And I've separated business from friendship, from all that. So it's no harsh feelings, it's just business. How many siblings do you have? I have one older sibling. I have an older brother who is 26. His birthday is coming up, so he's about to be 27. That's my ride or die. That's my best friend. My best friend for life. The next question is, what's your favorite food? My favorite food is steak. And I know that it sounds like I have a really expensive palate, and I kind of do, because, that's, my family gave me the best, or tried to give me the best. But I love steak. I love Chipotle steak bowls. I crave steak sometimes. Steak this, steak that. But I try to cut back on it because it's not good for you. Eating so much steak. Gaining a lot of weight. And your girl has been going back to slimming down. Speaking of slimming down, my timer is going off while I'm making this video, so okay. Whew. I got halfway to my marker. I got some time to drink it, but once my timer goes off, I try to drink the water. Try to keep my lips nice and smooth. Which, by the way, I need to put a little bit more lip gloss on because it came out. But yeah, steak is my go-to. What's your type? My type is my boyfriend. That's my type. And y'all don't need to know my type because I'm not looking. So, my type is my boyfriend. You look at my boyfriend and that's my type. Next question. Most boring movie you've seen? Most recently, the most boring movie that I have seen is The Joker. Like, I watched, Suicide Squad. And Suicide Squad is like really, really good. Like, I fell in love with the relationship between Joker and Harley Quinn. Like, they became my most like favorite villain couple. But this new like real life Joker that came out, I didn't even watch the full movie. Like, no, it wasn't good. I almost fell asleep on it. So that is probably one of the most boring movies that I've seen, other than the live Lion King. I saw the live Lion King, which I post the day that I went to go see it in the link above with my brother and my family. Like, my whole family like fell asleep on that movie in the movie theaters. Like, the live movie was not to my expectations of the Lion King. Like, it was good, but it won't all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I prefer the cartoon. That's just my personal opinion. But those are probably the two boring movies that I've seen. This next question says, Oh. I was about to say, this is the same question that was asked earlier. I wasn't about to ask again. This question says, do you like where you live? I love where I live. I love being in the country. It's calm. It's great. But I'm also at the point where I'm ready to go into my own in the world. So there's another video that's coming, so I'm giving y'all a little snippet, but I'm getting ready to do a video where I'm actually getting ready to move. Like, I'm actually getting ready to leave and go out on my own. I'm really, really excited. I got the confirmation a couple of days ago. So I love Virginia. I love being in the country, but I also love being in the city, and I love the city more. And I'm ready to see new things and experience new things. So that was a little snippet, a little secret out the box that I haven't told too many people. Next question is, what are your top 5 goals? My top 5 goals is to get my degree, to get married, start my own brand, travel. I've traveled a lot when I was younger with my family, but it wasn't on like the top places that I wanted to see. So I want to travel more. I want to, well, when all this is over, because right now we quarantine, baby. Stay home, stay safe, and save others. The 3 S's. Y'all playing too much. Stay home. But I want to travel, and I think my 5th one is grow my YouTube channel. But yeah, back to the traveling piece. I really want to travel. I want to see more of the world. I've seen pretty much a lot of the United States, but I want to go to some other places, experience some new things, take my baby boo with me, and we just go on a bunch of different trips. And maybe that'll be like a video blog series for y'all whenever that comes about. But that's what I really want to do. This next question says, have you ever gotten in trouble in school? Technically, I got in trouble once, but it wasn't me who did it. I'll never forget her name. Her name was Sydney, and she had brown hair, and she decided she wanted to go home and cry to her mother and say that somebody threatened to kill her, or somebody told her that somebody wanted to kill her with a gun. Mind you, I'm in 3rd grade. I'm not even thinking about guns. So, but lo and behold, the next day I come to school and I'm called into the office. One of my other friends is called in the office, and one of my other friends is called into the principal's office. And we had to write these paragraphs, long, tell y'all I didn't really know how to spell. I mean, I know how to spell, but like she wanted us to write these like really hard words that I didn't know how to spell. But she wanted us to write an essay on what was said. And I was like, at the time I didn't know what was said. But I was like, you want us to write an essay on what we didn't know what happened? So, wrote the little essay. And hello, I get home off the bus, and there my dad is sitting on the porch. It's about to go down. But whenever my dad is sitting on the porch when you get home, you know what's about to go down. It's over with. You're in trouble. So I walk up on the porch and he says, step into my office. Let's talk. So I sit on the porch with my backpack. And pretty much my dad is like trying to sit there and convince me that I said it. He said, you said it. You did. Yes, you did. I don't know what you talking about. I didn't do it. Like, he was steady telling me that I did it and when I didn't do it. And to this day, I still told him that I didn't do it. And it was the fact that he didn't believe me. And like, he was like, you did it. Yes, you did. You did it. Go to your room. And so I was like, gonna punish me. I was like, why am I gonna punish? I did not do it. I did not tell that girl whatever she said. Of course, after the fact, we were told what was said. And I was just like, so after that little incident, I guess her mom pulled her out of public school because I never saw her ever again. Okay? Ever. And my friends and I, we talked about it on the playground, and we're like, we don't like her anymore. Like, she tried to come play with us, and we canceled her forever. And after that, we didn't see her anymore. So I guess she went home again crying, saying that she didn't have friends. I don't care. I hope she's doing great during this quarantine, wherever she may be. Now I want to go look her up in the yearbook and try to like find her and see where she is. I might do that. Okay, next question. How tall are you? I finally grew 5'5", so I grew it an inch. Because I used to be 5'4", and when I was 5'4", the doctor said that I was not going to grow anymore. He said, this is where you stop. The bus stops here. Get off. But the Lord saw fit to give me another inch. Ha! Shebobo satata. Ah, glory. He saw fit to give me another inch, and I grew. Ha! Glory. Thank you, Lord. He'll work it out in your favor. Amen. What is your natural hair type? My natural hair type is 4C. I have 4C hair, which means I have really tight curls and my hair shrinks up very tightly, which has the most hidden secrets because my hair can shrink up all the way up here, but my hair be all the way down here, which, I mean, not like this hair, but when straightened out and blown out, my hair comes down here. I also have low porosity hair, which means that moisture or water sits on top of my hair instead of penetrating. So I have to use a lot more heat and sometimes steam. Like when I say heat, like I mean like warm water heat. And just really let my hair soak in the water so that it can retain everything. Next question. Who asks who out first in your relationship? My boyfriend asked me out first. He will steady say that, you know, he didn't make the first moves and stuff like that, but he most definitely made the first moves. He made the first moves. He reached out to me first. Even though he said he gave me an ultimatum, which he did. He gave me an ultimatum of whether I wanted to text him or not. But he still reached out first. He made the first move. So he pursued me first. He most definitely, after a year of talking to each other, randomly, like, at first he didn't officially say it. He was like, yeah, I told my boy that you my girl. And I said, hold up. Well, mine.
I told my boy that you my girl.
your girl. Well, explain to me what that means, because like I was like, if that's the case, you need to verbalize and make it official. So I made him verbalize it, and he gonna probably get on me because you didn't make me do anything. But I definitely made him verbalize it, and it was like, yeah, you my girl. Like, it's official. Like, you my girl. So, and let me start cheese. I'll probably bless over here because I love talking about our love story. I like talking about us. I love us. It's not always easy, but I love us. Okay? So he most definitely made the first move, and he asked me out, and our first date was cute or whatever. It was cold, but it was cute. It was cute. Next question. Who is your celebrity crush? My celebrity crush is Michael B. Jordan. He will always be my celebrity crush. Like, Michael B. Jordan is my celebrity crush. Yep. Why don't you run track anymore? Ooh, child. I've not run track in a minute. Like, it's been some years. It's been 5 years. I would say 4, but my senior year, I got injured really bad. Well, no, it wasn't even my senior. My junior year, I had gotten injured. And when I went to the physical trainer at my high school, she told me that everything was good, that there's nothing fine, just rest my knee, because it was my knee that was really hurting. Because at the time I was doing high jump and I did triple jump, or I was training to do that, and a couple of people who were training to do it had been getting injured, but they still ran track because the physical trainer told them that it was okay. So one of the girls that I knew, her mother took her out of triple jump and she took her out of high jump. She said that she could not do it because she was like getting injured really bad. So that lets me know that, thinking back, that it wasn't our fault, but it was the coaches and the track trainers who weren't training us to do it correctly, or weren't making sure that we were doing right. So back to the story. My junior year, you know, I went to the physical trainer, and like I was hurt like really, really bad. Like, it was hard to walk. It was hard to like climb the stairs in school at my house, because I live in like a pretty big house and we have like a lot of stairs. So it was hard to do that, and I was like really hurt. Like, I love track, I love running. It was hard to do track meets, but I still pressed forward to do it. And of course people probably looked at me like, you're not trying hard, like you won't really. It was because I was hurt, like I was injured, but the physical trainer said that I was okay. So lo and behold, my senior year comes, and it was the day that, I'm going to say his name, Coach Casto, decided that he wanted to take some people and we're going to go practice to do triple jump. And so that particular day, he had 2 guys hold up everybody, and we were supposed to do some like foot movement down the triple jump stretch. And so of course the guys picked me up, which felt really weird because I'm not used to guys picking me up, and I was a little bit heavier. Like, I was skinny, but in my mind I felt like I was really, really heavy, and that like hurt my leg even more, like, because it was already hard for me to lift my leg as was, so to try to lift it up against gravity in the air while 2 people are holding me, no. So like, I guess after doing a couple of times, like, he got really upset and he yelled at me in front of everybody and told me to go run with the long distance runners. Number 1, I am a sprinter. I'm a short distance runner. The only time that I ran long distance is when we did the warm-up, when I was forced to do the 400, and on special practice days when we did long runs where we went off the track and around the school and on trails. So it was the only times that I ran long distance. So I looked at him and I said, okay. And I said, okay. And I walked away like, okay. I was hurt. It real hurt, like inside and out hurt. And so number one, I didn't go wrong with the long distance. I went to the locker room, got my stuff, and called my mom and told her to come get me. I was not about to do that. When I clearly stated to not only him, but other coaches that I was hurt. And I explained to the physical trainer that I was hurting. But they continued to tell me that I was okay. So my mom and dad, they finally took me to like go get checked out. I actually went to the hospital. And they checked me out. And like, when they checked me out, they're like, how are you even still running? I was like, what do you mean? Like, they're like, how are you even running? Like, your knee is all discombobulated. Like, they showed me, like, my knee is not even in place. Even now, touching it. Like, I probably will eventually have to go get surgery. But my knee is, like, legit pushed in on one end. And my knee looks a little weird. And, so they gave me a brace. And they signed me up for a PT. Because my, like, even my foot now, my left foot turns inward. So my foot is out, but one foot kind of turns inward. And that's because of my knee. And after that, I was done for track season. Like, for a couple of days, I still went and I rode the bike and I worked in the gym. But track season was over for me, and I was my senior, and I was so sad because I didn't get my my letter, which is the letter that they gave you for doing sports for Senior Awards Day. And I was really, really sad because I've been doing track ever since I was in middle school. And so I was like really, really sad. Like, I legit cried like every other night when I was in high school. And when I had to wear that brace in like school, I made sure that I walked past Pastor Casto's classroom limping to let him know, because you weren't competent enough to know when somebody was injured and to correct the injury ahead of time. Now I'm in a brace and I'm hurt. And I wasn't the only person that got hurt throughout the season. There were other people who were doing triple jump and high jump that got injured. So I blame my quick end of my career to him. Like, I can't do something that I actually really enjoy doing anymore. Like, even when I go to the gym in school, I can't run for very long because my knee will start to hurt. So that's why I don't run track. And I know that was a really long story, and that's beside the point of the question and answer, but it went in with it. And I was really, really disappointed. I'm still hurt because I probably would have tried to run in school now. I would probably be on the track team because that's something I wanted to do. But you know, all I can do is watch from a distance. Moving forward. What's your favorite movie? My favorite movie is Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, or is it Seven Brothers for Seven Brides? It's a real oldie, but it's a goodie. I love it. I love romantic movies. I love older themed movies in a sense. I grew up in a house with a mother who loved watching old movies like that. So I obviously fell in love with it too. What nail brand do you have and what do you use? Your question didn't make sense, but I get what you're asking. The brand that I use is I use Mia Secrets. I have this like containers all beside me of all the stuff that I use. I use Mia Secret, and ignore my nails because I need to actually work on them today. I started like soaking them, and one just popped off, but the rest are not really soaking off, so I need to do that. But I use Mia Secrets, and as far as the nail tips go, I just search on Amazon for nail tips. I don't use any particular brand. For me, it really doesn't matter whether I have clear or whether I have the French tip, which is the white nails. At the end of the day, if I'm fully painting my nail, I'm going to paint over the nail. Nobody's going to see it unless I turn my nail over and they see under my nail that one of my nails is clear and one of the nails is white. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter to me. But I normally use all of Mia's Secret products. Is your brother single? I should expose the woman who asked this question, but I'm not going to expose you, sis. Yes, my brother is single. Is he ready to mingle? I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm not that man. Maybe you should slide in his DMs and ask him if he's ready to date. Or if he wants to date you, or if he wants to talk to you. But I do know he's single. Is he talking to someone? I don't know. Once again, none of my business. But you can always shoot your shot. This next question says, classy, bougie, ratchet. Well, if you're asking which one, am I, or are you singing the song? I'm going to say I'm between classy and bougie, because sometimes I can be bougie, but I'm classy. Never ratchet. Never ratchet. Who is your best friend? This is a trick question, but my best friend is Cameron. Here he is right here. That's my best friend since 5th grade, y'all. 5th grade. He has been holding it down. I also want to say that picture, credits to me, because he won't gonna give me the credits, but credits to me. And that's all the questions for this video. So if you like this video, don't forget to like it. Don't forget to turn on those notifications so you can see the next video. Thank you all for watching this quarantine Q&A. So bye, you guys.